So my good friend Big Bear did a video that I thought was great and is trying to start a sort of a new movement, getting people to think a little bit about the 22 veterans a day that take their life due to post-traumatic stress disorder. And I think that's a real sad commentary on the state of our nation, that these people that are willing to give us the ultimate sacrifice come back to our country and are so unsupported that right now 22 veterans a day take their own life. And so he's starting the 22 challenge. Lily, get away from there. You're knocking the camera. Sorry, kids. She's still just a puppy. Come here. Lily, come here. Come here. Come here. You good girl. Yes, you are. Anyhow, he's starting a challenge where he's asking people to do 22 push-ups. I'm way too fat and out of shape to do 22 push-ups. I can't do them. I will get back into shape, Bear, I promise you that, and I will do them eventually, maybe a year from now. I'll work on it. But for today, I thought a little 22 gun salute might be more in order. And so I'm going to do this in conjunction with the Soldier's Prayer by Ronald Reagan. And I thought you folks might enjoy that, and it might bring home about the ultimate sacrifice that these soldiers have offered. And volunteers, yes, they are volunteers. None of them were drafted. They served our country on their own volition, and now they're not being supported, and we're losing 22 of them a day. 22 a day, folks. So every time I fire a shot, just think about the soldier that took his life. Think about that guy on the street dressed in rags. Think about the guy in the VA hospital with his legs blown off. Think the guy serving over there now. Think about your sons and your daughters. Think about your grandchildren. Think about your fathers. Your brothers. And your sisters. And their families. And their children they'll never have. And now as I shoot these final 12 shots, let's go ahead and listen to Mr. Ronald Reagan talk about a soldier's prayer.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, "My Pledge," he had written these words: "America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone." We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.